Are we in an AI bubble?
You can't do TikTok without AI.
Correct.
You can't do YouTube Short without AI. You can't do any of this stuff without AI.
I turned on CNBC yesterday. They were like, oh, glut, bubble. When I turned on Bloomberg, it was about round tripping and circular revenue.
There's obviously echoes of the dot-com bubble in this moment. All right, and let's take a step back. The dot-com bubble, there was a huge amount of capital that flowed into what today we refer to as the internet. Now, the true winners and losers were not readily identifiable at the start of that whole bubble. But move forward 10, 15, 20 years later, there's no doubt that the world was radically transformed by that moment in time.
I think valuations, strangely enough, are actually pretty reasonable today compared to 1998, because 1998 was that liftoff point before that final 18-month surge. And I'd say the best benchmark is Nvidia trades at 26 times forward earnings. Cisco at that same exact moment was at 60 times, and Cisco's PE peaked at 210 times forward earnings. So Nvidia to me is still a bargain at 26 times. It's cheaper than Costco and Walmart, which are close to 50 times forward earnings.
AI-related stocks have accounted for 75% of the S&P 500's returns. So not just NASDAQ, but the overall market. 80% of the earnings growth for the S&P and 90% of cap spending growth since ChatGPT was launched.
I think that OpenAI is likely going to be the next multi-trillion-dollar hyperscale company.
Okay.
If that's the case, the opportunity to invest before they get there, this is some of the smartest investments we can possibly imagine. The first project is the build out of Microsoft Azure, and we're going to continue to do that. And that partnership is going fantastically. We have several years of build out to do, hundreds of billions of dollars of work. Second is the OCI build out. And I think there's some 5, 6, 7 gigawatts that are about to be built out. And then the third is CoreWeave, right? And so all of CoreWeave 4, I'm talking about OpenAI still. The hyperscalers, they went from CPUs to AI.
Okay.
Their entire revenue base is all now AI driven.
Correct.
You can't do TikTok without AI.
Correct.
You can't do YouTube Short without AI. Structured data and unstructured data. Just good old-fashioned data processing. Yes. And very soon, we're going to announce a very big initiative of accelerated data processing. Data processing represents the vast majority of the world's CPUs today. It still completely runs on CPUs. If you go to Databricks, it's mostly CPUs. You go to Snowflake's mostly CPUs. SQL processing at Oracle, mostly CPUs. Everybody's using CPUs to do SQL, structured data. In the future, that's all going to move to AI data. That is one gigantic, massive market.
What you've seen in terms of Jensen Huang bankrolling just about every company or partnering with every company on the planet is one or the other. And of course, the biggest one lately has been the Nvidia tie-up with OpenAI.
This AI revolution, it's about the use cases, because now the build-out's happening. It's not just about Nvidia chips, but when you look what's happened with OpenAI, you look at ultimately Oracle, Microsoft. I mean, now you're really seeing this multiply. And I believe that will separate the winners from the pretenders. And I think investors, it's a stock picker's market, especially when it comes to tech.
Subscribe.